Great, that's on now. So whenever you're ready, you can say start class and the students will appear.
Okay, start class. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys. So my name is Mr. Sullivan. So I just have the eyes at the front. Okay, so my name is Miss O'Sullivan, and I'm going to be teaching you science this semester because, as you know, your old teacher has had to go on leave. So I've told you my name is Miss O'Sullivan. I'm just going to go through a few house rules first. So in my classroom, I don't like to have anyone speaking while I'm speaking. If you would like to ask a question, we raise our hands. Yeah. And I think that we should all have respect for others. So if any of your other classmates are speaking, to be quiet and listen to them. Does everyone understand that?
Yeah.
Cool. So before we get started, Ethan, are we listening?
Oh, yeah, I'm listening.
Alrighty, so you all must be a bit tired being inside in the rain all morning, so we're going to have a nice big stretch.
Oh, yeah, we can kind of not really stretch, but we can pretend we did.
Okay, and we're all sitting up straight and we're all paying attention.
Yeah.
Cool, so we're going to be starting a new topic today. I was informed that last semester you were learning about hereditary and mutations, so we're going to move on from there. So we were learning about, does anybody remember what mutations were?
Things that animals develop that are odd, but maybe change what they're like.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done. So mutations are changes in the gene pool that eventually leads to new species. So that's what we're going to be learning about today. So does anybody know what that's called when there's a new change of species because there's been a lot of mutations over a long period of time?
Is that evolution?
Yeah, beautiful. So that's going to be our new topic today. Well done, Dev. So we're going to be learning about evolution. So what do we know about evolution? Ava, what do you think?
I don't know.
So have you heard of evolution before?
Yeah, it's like how we evolved from monkeys or whatever, right?
Yeah, beautiful. Anybody else know anything else? Savannah?
Um, that some people don't believe in it.
Yeah, that's a big one. Evolution can be quite a controversial topic because sometimes people have different beliefs, and that's okay. But today we're just going to be looking about the evidence that is on evolution and what's happened in the past. So, Ethan, do you have anything to add? Anyone else know anything about evolution?
Well, it happens really slowly. I know that much.
Yeah, so over millions and millions of years.
Yeah.
So, we're going to just quickly look at the definition of evolution. So along this term, we're going to be looking at a lot of different words. So on your iPads, I want you to create a new document that's titled definitions. And we're going to be writing all of our definitions in here over the course of the term. So firstly, I want you to write down this. So evolution is the change in genetic composition during successive generations, often resulting in the development of new species. And when you finish writing that, you can just put your pens down and then eyes back to the front. Great. So we're going to look at a game of Chinese whispers. What happens in a game of Chinese whispers? Who's played it before? Hands up. Jasmine, can you tell us what normally happens in a game of Chinese whispers?
You so one person starts and then you say something to the next person and then they try to repeat it to the person after that.
Yeah. And let's see, what normally happens at the end? Harrison.
It's changed. Like it's not the same word.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
over when each sentence is said to the next person, there's little changes that happen and it ends up being a completely new sentence, right? So we can look at evolution kind of like that. Does that make it seem a little bit easier?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay, cool. So when each change in the sentence, that can kind of be seen as a mutation. but the mutations that we looked at last semester with your other teacher are all disadvantages. So does anybody remember any of the mutations?
No, not really. Sorry.
No? So we've got like trisomy 21 is Down syndrome, we've got Klinefelter's, and we've got Kreiderschat. So you should all remember them, but we might need to just refresh your memory a little bit. But some can actually be advantageous as well. So some mutations can actually be beneficial, and that's how humans and animals have evolved over time, because it actually helps them to survive. Does anybody have any questions about that?
Is that like how sometimes people are being born without appendixes because they get removed so much?
Yeah, exactly. And that's definitely an example of evolution, because we don't need them anymore. And that's what we call a vestigial feature, actually, Dev. So well done.
Ah, cool.
And that actually leads us on to the next question. Does anybody know how humans have evolved? What about Nate? How about, do you want to have a shot?
Do you what exactly do you mean?
So where do you think humans have come from?
We came from a certain type of monkey, and then Neanderthals.
Yeah, beautiful. Well done. Good word there. So Nate said Neanderthals, everyone. So we're going to be learning about that a lot more in detail throughout the semester. So basically, we did come from apes, and it was over 6 million years. So it's been a very long time. Do you think that humans are still evolving, or do you think we've finally reached our final stage? Harrison, what do you think?
I think we're still evolving. I think everything's still evolving.
Yeah, definitely. So as Ava, are we listening? Eyes to the front. And Ethan?
Yeah, I'm like totally listening.
Cool. All right. So we said that humans are still evolving. How do we think that humans might evolve some more, Ethan?
Or like the thing that Dev said about the like appendix.
Yeah, can anyone think of any other examples that might actually happen?
Like wisdom teeth as well, like some people don't get them.
Yeah, exactly. Wisdom teeth. Did you know that actually in the last 10,000 years, humans have built up a tolerance to lactose so that we can actually drink milk? So is anyone in the class lactose intolerant? Hands up.
I'm not like intolerant, but I am like vegan.
Okay, well, is anyone lactose intolerant? Does anybody know anyone who's lactose intolerant?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means that that person just hasn't got the same genes that have developed enough to make the majority of us lactose tolerant. So that's why they can't drink milk. So I actually thought that that was pretty interesting. Does anybody have any questions?
Has anything else exciting happened to humans
Yeah.
in the last little while?
In the last 150 years, humans have actually grown at an average of 10 centimeters. So we've gotten taller as well.
That's so weird. That's cool though.
Yeah, it's interesting. So what have you guys learned today? Will we just go around the class and quickly say something that you found interesting that you've learned? Jasmine?
I didn't know that we didn't used to be able to drink milk.
Yeah. Dev?
The 10 centimeters thing, that's really cool.
Yeah. Savannah, what about you? Did you learn anything today?
The appendix thing.
And Ava?
Like not really.
Is there anything that you might be interested to find out that we can cover next lesson?
Maybe like what people think is going to evolve next or something.
Yeah, beautiful. What about you, Ethan?
I learnt the 10 centimeters thing. That was cool. And also means I can hear the bell going for recess.
Oh, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next lesson.
Okay.